Hello and welcome to the Forex Technical Market Update for July 16th, 2015. In front of us, we have a chart of the USD Japanese yen. And I received a question the other day about how do I determine which direction to trade in. And okay, so in answering that, I used to, when I first started trading, we would trade, or I would try to trade a lot of different methods. And I have found that the better thing to do, and I found this after a lot of trial and error, the better thing to do is to specialize in one or two types of trade. And how I determine the direction to trade in is by looking at the prevailing trend. And the more clear the trend is, the clearer the direction to trade in. So, for example, this is a chart of the USD versus the Japanese yen. We can see that from the bottom left of the chart to the top right, the market has been increasing. A series of higher highs and higher lows. And this is the definition of what we call an uptrend. So my rule for trading is that in an uptrend, I will be buying the market. In a downtrend, I would be looking to sell the market. For example, if we take a look at this chart of the daily of the euro versus USD, it's clearly in a downtrend. And in a downtrend, I'll be looking to sell the market. Now, there are some times when the trend is difficult to determine. And in those situations, we normally just sit out of the market. Or in more complicated situations, we have times when the trend is turning around. And when a trend is turning around, the overall trend is not really that clear. And there will be some confusion or some items of confusion in that scenario. But generally, in an uptrend, we are looking to buy. In a downtrend, I'm looking to sell. Now, back when I was learning to trade, I would often try to fade rallies. For example, if the market was in an uptrend here, I would trade counter trend. So I would be looking to see, okay, where would be a good selling opportunity, and then execute a sell. And that is what we call counter trend trading. And yes, there are some instances that you will get a good counter trend setup. But I have found that even though you get some good setups in a counter trend, I was losing more money counter trend trading rather than I was gaining money. So that's what I call a losing proposition and a losing scenario. Because often folks point out to me, yes, this was a good counter trend trade. Yes, this was a good counter trend trade. That's true. But when I implemented a counter trend system that took all the counter trend trades, what I found is that it was a losing proposition. That's not to say that someone can't go out there and trade counter trend fairly profitably, because I actually know some folks who do it very well. But that is just not how I trade, and that's just not for me. And I'm just relaying my experience so that you can learn from my experience. Okay, so moving on. So this is a chart of the USD versus the Japanese yen, and we are in a uptrend, and the market is currently approaching the swing highs near this 124.50 level. For bullish momentum to continue, we definitely have to close above this 124.50 level on the USD Japanese yen. And let me just draw it there. It's marked by that red line. We have to close above that red line for the bulls to gain more confidence. And then the next area of resistance would be the high of the year that was made on 125.86, and that was made on June the 5th. Okay. Taking a look at the euro, the market, we said that after consolidation, the market often tests the breakout point. The market did just that. It tested this breakout point and is now heading down slightly. This decline is not really that convincing yet. We have to take out this low at the 108 level for me to gain more confidence that the market will challenge this low here at 104.38. Taking a look at the British pound. The British pound is doing fairly well on the morning, considering that the US dollar is up against most of the currencies except for the Australian dollar. The British pound is doing fairly well. It's down slightly on the day, and we have resistance on the hourly charts, or the 4-hour chart, down at 154.50 by the swing low. Sorry, support is at 154.50, and resistance, we have this area of resistance near this 158 level. Taking a look at the British pound, Japanese yen, notice this market is rallying again, and guess what? Our members for the Forex income system, they are along this market currently because the market has resumed its uptrend, and we have entered a long trade in keeping with the prevailing trend. Similar with the Japanese yen, where long the Japanese yen, and that trade is working out nicely in our direction so far. Okay, taking a look at the Canadian dollar, we do have some follow-through buying, although not that much yet, since the market broke out of this 128 level, and we're just waiting to see if the market will continue to the upside. Taking a look at the Australian dollar, the Australian dollar is actually up against the US dollar on the day. We had a triangle, slight triangular consolidation pattern. The market broke down and is coming back up to test this trend line. So this is what we call a false breakout, and resistance is up at the 75 level, and support currently is at 73.50. Okay, so that's it for today. Remember, if you would like to have the signals sent to your trading account automatically, you can click on the link below this video to get started and be a part, to take part in these trades and take part in these signals that will grow your trading account, and you will start to see some gains in the Forex market. And a lot of folks say that the Forex is impossible to make money. It's impossible. Well, what we are doing here is slowly but surely building accounts for folks. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Click on the link below to get the signals, and have a good day.